Hello everyone, Josh here with Excess Games, bringing you guys another Awaken Chaos Era video, and today we're going to be exploring the episode 1 of our free-to-play series for the game. I did mention that I might bring this to the channel a couple days ago. I still don't know if I'm going to stream all the episodes or not, or upload, or maybe I'll just do a combination of the two. But for the first video, it's going to be uploaded because I basically just want to go in and do my rookie summons, do a multi-summon with the gems we have available, and kind of put our first team together and see where we're going to go from there. So hope you guys do enjoy this series. If you do, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button because it really helps out the channel. Let's try and get 50 likes for today's video. That way I know you guys want to see more of this type of content. We're also going to be bringing you other guides and stuff like that, of course. We might even trickle in a few other game first impressions and stuff like that. And then I might even start working back on the website again soon. I don't know, lots of stuff in the works here. But anyways, so we're here, free to play verse, episode 1. We're going into our rookie summons. Let's see if we get anything good from our pulls here. Now, a couple targets, obviously Hydrissia would be great. I believe Avera's in the rookie summons now. I can't remember. If she is, she's also an option as well for early game. Maybe we don't even go with the legendary. Maybe we go for double epic. I don't know. It's tough because legendaries are very hard to build up free to play early on because you need to go all the way up to stage 7 on the ability dungeons, and those could be a little bit difficult. So you know what, we'll see what we get. Who knows? All right, so this will be our legendary, obviously, because it goes legendary, epics only, legendary, epics only, legendary. So we got Molhex, we got Valak, we got Malik, we got Joseph, and we got Vidar. This isn't really something that I really want to start with. Molhex just isn't an option that I really want to start a free-to-play account on. He's great, especially with the change, but he's just not something that I want to start with. So that one's pretty much off the board. So it's going to be down to these last 4. All right. So this will be double epic, double epic pull. We got Melissa and Virgil. Now Virgil is going to be more or less utilized in PvP more so than really any other stage of the game. Though his silence could be useful in some stages, this definitely is not a pull that we want to sit with either. Now I was re-rolling to try and get really good rookie summons, but I just kind of got tired of doing the tutorial, to be honest with you guys. So this is the account I decided, you know what, we're just going to start the series with this video. And hey, we got a Hydrissia. Okay, so this is looking okay. We got Charles, Dulove, we got Rogue, we got Rourke. So it's not terrible. The Hydrissia obviously is a top quality pick, but again, guys, skilling her up is going to be definitely somewhat of a challenge. So at skill level 1s, is she going to be something that we're going to look into? I don't know. Let's see what our final double epic pull is going to look like. Maybe this will be the deciding factor of kind of what we want to do here. We get like a Zatlix, we're going to take that, obviously. Okay, so we got double wood unit, so we could start on the creation of a mono wood team perhaps. Obviously it's not going to be ideal for fire enemies, but an Urzag and an Edicris. Now Edicris is actually really good. He has a really solid skill set. I've already got him a 6-star on my main account. I'm trying to build him up for various content. But these two units aren't really something I'm looking for, utilizing early on either. Urzag and Edicris. Oof. If only one of those was a Zatlix, we would have had something there. Zatlix is really what you really want to start with in this game because he's easier to get skill ups for. He still does tremendous amount of damage, and basically his ult becomes an AoE that is reusable. Let's see what this is. Okay, so we got Avera. So now we have a difficult decision to make because Avera might actually be perhaps better than Hydrisia. Now, Avera, when she came out in CBT4, she was actually not very good at all. I mean, she was decent, but she was nothing close to Hydrisia. Hydrisia was, you know, top 3 unit in the game. Avera wasn't even pushing top 10. So now with the changes though, Avera is actually really, really good. So it makes it a bit tougher. I believe it was pull 3 that had our Hydrisia. And then, of course, our 5th one had Avera. Let's look at Avera real quick. I already know everything there is to know about Hydrisia. I've used her to death by now. She's already 6-star on my main account. I made her 6-star on CBT 4. I've used her hundreds of hours. But Avera is an interesting one. So she has S attack, which is very good. You know, similar to, of course, Hydrisia. I'm not sure which one actually has the higher base attack. I'd have to look in the index for that. A health, so you could build her very tanky, as well as B defense, which is not bad. B speed, which actually puts her faster than Hydrisia, not including glyphs, obviously. And her crit rate is a B as well. So she's very solid with the stat distribution. Trying to think, her dungeon might also be a bit, well, actually no, her dungeon for skill ups is actually harder than Hydrisia's, because her dungeon requires you to run a team that attacks multiple times. However, that team might not be as difficult to build with elites and epics, so it may not be too bad. Especially considering that Asrina is a free-to-play unit. We also have that to look forward to as well. Man, this is a tough one. All right, well, let's look at her skill set real quick. Her new skill set. So we're not going to be looking at the Ascension effect, because obviously we don't have no dupes of her. So she's going to be going in just plain as day. So +1 rage per valid hit on an enemy. Max rage 4. Converts all rage into a bonus attack with artillery support upon reaching max rage. So that'll actually help in the case of using her on her own ability dungeon. So that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So basically she's just losing out on the grants attack up at the start of battle. That's the only thing she's losing out on. However, if we ever do get dupes for her, she will get that. So that's not a bad trait. It's much better than her trait before, though. I can assure you guys of that. She used to be a pure bleed unit, and it wasn't good. Now she's kind of like, she just has bleeds trickled in. So deals 80% damage to an enemy with 30% chance to apply bleeding for 2 turns. If affected by attack up, then launches a bonus attack with gunfire. Now obviously she's not going to have that guaranteed attack up with her trait, because we don't have any dupes in her yet. However, there is one very free-to-play friendly unit that can get that attack up for her no problem, that we're probably going to build up anyways, and that is our boy Connor. So if we run Connor, put a little bit more speed on him than what she has, she's going to get that attack up, and then she'll be able to launch her bonus attack with gunfire regardless. So that's going to be very, very good for skill 1. If we can somehow pick up a William and, you know, build him up as well alongside her, and then the Connor and whoever else we use, that would be great. So hopefully we can pull William on this free-to-play account. All right, skill 2 deals 100% damage to an enemy and removes a positive effect from the target. If affected by attack up, then launches a bonus attack with gunfire. So again, he has the whole mechanic of wanting to attack multiple times, which is awesome. And she has very low cooldowns on that skill 2, because I believe it goes down to a 3 with the skill up, so that's good. Now her skill 3 here, this is an AoE, which is very nice. It actually has a higher damage potential than Hydrisia's, for the simple fact that hers can go all the way up to 200% to all enemies. And notice that does not say total damage, because there is a difference, ladies and gentlemen. If you read very carefully, some of these units that have like very powerful AoEs, sometimes it says it does a total of amount, not that much to each individual unit. So definitely make sure you read that when you're building up units, because you don't want to get stuck with a unit that does a ton of damage thinking that's going to hit everybody for that amount. No, sometimes it's the total. So it's better to use those types of AoEs on like maybe a single target, let alone multiple units unless you're using that unit as a setup for your real cleaver. So just some food for thought there, ladies and gentlemen. Goobag is definitely one of those, like 300% total damage, which is still very good. Definitely got buffed. Cannot wait to hopefully use Goobag and PP into PvP at some point on my main account, but we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so she deals 100 to 200% damage to all enemies and grants attack up to this character for 3 turns. Now 3 turns for attack up is really, really nice. I would have liked her attack up to have been something different though, like maybe like a crit rate up or crit damage up, or something else, or even like do additional damage, something else, because unfortunately unfortunately attack up is a very standard, very common buff that a lot of units in this entire game have, and obviously you're not going to be running these units by themselves, you're going to be running them in a team, so she's pretty much going to get that attack up from other units. So I would like some of these DPSs to allow the support units to do their job, and then, you know, so they can get a little bit something a little bit different or extra in their kit. But that's just a little gripe, you know, it's no biggie. But it is nice, I guess, if you don't want to run a support unit, she'll have her attack up for 3 turns, which is nice. Or if you have her trait, she'll get it that way as well. 5-turn cooldown, that's not too bad for an ultimate that's doing AoE that much damage as well. It's very decent. Good stuff. So her kit is really solid, and you know what, I kind of just want to take her just for the simple fact that I've already used Hydrisia to death, and I know a lot of you that are watching the content for this game have seen Hydrisia and like on everything. So you know what, let's go ahead and use Avera. She's literally, and when I say this, she's literally the newest character in the game for beta test 4. Now obviously at soft launch we got a couple new elites and some other units as well that were not available in any of the betas. But if you're talking about the last beta that a lot of us played, she was the newest unit at the time. So I didn't get a chance to really get to use her then, so I'll use her now. So there we go, guys and gals. We are taking Avera. So there we go. We got our Avera. Now we do have one multi-summon that we're going to do. Then this is, so we got Barak, we got Marion. Marion's really good for the lifesteal. Freya, there you go. I think Freya got updated to where she like does a constant defense down with her trait. I believe that's what her kit was now. We got Elson, who has, I still believe he still has true damage, unless they took that away. Hopefully not. But we're gonna go ahead and do a multi-summon here. And see if we can get anything to help our team out. And this is kind of how we're gonna end off with episode 1. I just wanted to give you guys a little preview, kind of like what we're going to be working with going forward in this series. If you guys of course want to see the series going on, don't forget to hit that like button. So let's go ahead and do our multi. Hopefully we get, you know, an epic, at least, you know, preferably a William or a Zatlix or both, which would be awesome. All right, so we are going to get at least an epic. Please be, oh, what? Wow, no way, no way. So as a lot of you know, if you complete the requirements at the lobby, you can actually get a free copy of Zatlix. 200 PvP, I believe, was the biggest one. That was going to take a little bit of time to get, but it's not too terribly long, really. Maybe a week or two, maybe 2 weeks actually, depending. So we got a Zatlix. I can't believe it. So this account just got a big upgrade because now we have Avera and we have Zatlix in our lineup. Now that is extraordinary. Now what we need to do is try and get a hold of Connor, and maybe even get a hold of, let's see what else we want, maybe a Mary as well, and that'll give us a really good stable team starting out. Now obviously we're going to struggle against anything that's fire unless we can get Zatlix a little bit more precision. Now he does get precision already. What's really nice though is our 2 main DPSs are going to be getting all their ability skill ups from the same dungeon, so that makes things a little bit easier. Unfortunately that dungeon left yesterday, so we're gonna have to wait till this weekend to be able to farm up their abilities, so that might be a little bit challenging going forward until then. But it is Friday now, so it's, you know, not too big of a deal. But yeah, guys, we got Zatlix and we got Avera. That is actually pretty cool. Now, I'm not going to touch Zachary. Unfortunately, Zachary got nerfed He went from like an A attack to a B now, and he was already starting to get capped out pretty hard in bigger dungeons last beta and the beta before that. So with the new, the new dungeon upgrades being like a lot harder than they were before, with resources being very limiting right now, stamina still being a big issue, and him being nerfed even further, I just can't, I just can't logically want to use him. I just don't see any reason of trying to use him, especially when we just got Zalix, we got Avera, so we got 2 units that can do lots of damage for us. Gonna take some time to build them up. I don't know what other 2 units we're gonna use in the meantime until we can get a Connor or a Mary or something else. Hopefully like a Winstrex, so we can at least do something in PvP, because right now we have no shot in PvP. I don't know. We'll have to see what we're gonna do here, but at least 2 of our 4 you guys can see here, Dalix, Avera, and I hope that you guys enjoyed today's episode. And you know what? Let's go ahead and let's just end things off with one. Oh, we don't have a single summon. Never mind. I forgot we bought 9 instead of 10 because we already had 1. Never mind. So we'll just try and save up another 20. That way we can at least guarantee seeing another epic show up in that video. I don't know what episode that's going to be in, but we're going to go ahead and grind a little bit now. So again, if you guys want to see more of the free-to-play series, the free-to-play verse, if you will, don't forget to subscribe, check notifications, join us in the Discord in the description below. As always, don't forget to follow me on Twitter at XSPlays. We're going to start doing some polls and some fun stuff from there that's going to be kind of interacting with some of the videos that we do here on the channel. So definitely go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I also talk about sports and wrestling and stuff like that over there as well. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. Our team is starting to slowly come together here. Now we just gotta see how far we can push it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.